Leif Erik in Högberget, he got taken by the trolls. He and some others was there by Högberget and worked on a kiln. When it was time for dinner, he went to pick some berries and ate, and he had the axe in his hand. Then he came out to such a nice wide road there in the forest. And when he followed the road, he came to a big farm. There was a man that came out and asked if Leif Erik didn't want to be a son-in-law to him. "Oh, I can't do that. I have to have a fiancé first," answered Leif Erik. Then she came out, and she was such a splendid beauty that he just had to follow her inside. She told him to put the axe down, but he didn't want to do that. And when he had been there a while, he felt something was not right, so he started to read Our Father in Heaven. Then it all disappeared at the same time, and he was back standing at a tuft eating berries as before. But it was about an hour that he was under the troll's enchantment. Grandma told about how a wife over at Starby one night stood outside combing her hair, and suddenly she was gone. It was the mountain trolls that had taken her under the hill just outside the farm. The people could stand there and hear her sing psalms inside the mountain. And one night she came and knocked on the door. But by then the farmer had remarried. Oh, he wanted to go out and open, but his new wife held him back. Then there was a loud scream. The morning after, there was blood drops on the stair. And after that, they never heard anything more from her. A story I heard being told. My father told it to me. A girl got taken by the trolls. It was the first farm in Norränge, the farm that's beyond the poorhouse for the old folks there on the hill. In that farm they had a stepdaughter, or something like that, and the stepmother was so very mean to the girl. One autumn evening she ordered the girl to go down to the well for water. The girl was afraid of the dark, so she didn't want to go, but the stepmom threw her out and said, "Be on your way, urchin, get the water." And then the girl had to go, of course, so she went. But she never came back. But she had a half-brother, one that was accepted at the farm, of course. And it was many years after that event, and he was on a travel to the town and back. Then comes a girl and wanted to travel with him and catch a ride, and he let her. And then she asked if he didn't recognize her, but he couldn't. Then she told him who she was, and she told him that night when she went out after water, the trolls took her. They took her to Högsta mountain, but later she was married in Bolle mountain. And had the people at the farm just let the church bell ring for her, she could have managed to come back. But now it was too late. But she warned him to not look behind him after they went separate ways again. "Because then I will rip one of your eyes out of you. Because I can't do any more good, I can't." But he could not resist. He looked after her, and because of it he lost an eye. And as if it wasn't enough with just him going one-eyed, 2 more after him was born with just one eye from that family. And my father, he remembered the last one. Peculiar enough, it has been a lot of people losing their eyes in that farm, even if it now has passed over to other families and the old family since long have died out. There's bad luck in that farm. The first settlers in Storsand was a couple of Finns. Storsand was being called Finnsätlet before, and the old people still call it that way. Those Finns was at work one day and they had the children with them. That's when that girl got taken by the trolls. She was playing upon a big rock and then she just totally disappeared. They searched and searched, but they could not find her. Her parents talked to another Finn to get him to help them to tell where the girl was, and he said she had been taken by the trolls, just by that rock. Nilsson was their names, that family. There's no one left from that family now. It was the same Finns, a man and a woman, that was rowing across the big river, and there was a huge thunder going on. And then the man told the thunder, "If you hold the fire, I will hold the tinder." And then the flash hits the man. He died. There was one that got taken by the vettir. I don't remember how old he was, but he was just a child. And it was so nice with the vettir. They had such nice food, but he didn't want to eat anything. But after a while he got hungry, of course, and was about to eat, but he was very well taught from home, so he locked his hands in prayer and started to bless the food. But then they threw him out, and he also saw that the food that looked so nice was snakes and frogs.